today's scenario, the digital transformation is the need of the hour for the FM professional and the CRE professionals, because we are dealing with a huge real estate footprint. We are dealing with multiple complexities.
I want to also add, being a part of this fraternity, who have all been in this industry from the formative years, that this industry is undergoing rapid changes. A decade back, this industry was called Excel spreadsheet-led industry. So we were happy if data was captured in clean, authentic spreadsheets and we could place it for evaluation. So more automation came, smarter buildings came, employee profile changed.
Of late, there has been a significant change in the way businesses believe that business meant for earlier days. We thought that the business are meant for making money. That was the primary objective. And today, there is a paradigm shift in the thought process, saying that business has a long-term commitment towards the society. And this realization made everybody to look at business at a new perspective of environmental, social, and governance perspective. And they are all particularly concerned with the risk associated with climate change, environment management practices, working condition, health and safety of people, indoor air quality, and so on and so forth.
If you look at facility management services per se, it consists of various sub-verticals within the facility operations, be it your soft services, engineering services, food and beverages, transport, quality, health and safety, and center of excellence. So it has got multiple sub-verticals within the facility management services. So in today's scenario, for the leaders to take a strategic decision, to know how the equipments are functioning, are they functioning very effectively, are they functioning, delivering the best, for what they are designed for. So in that way, if you look at this, digital transformation is very, very important. And digital transformation is just not about digitizing your manual data, that is transforming your data management from just a hard copy to a soft copy. It's beyond that. So in my view, I look at digital transformation as two aspects. One is, first start off with your basic digitization of whatever you are doing with your manual data collections and manual reporting, take it to a digitalization thing. The second and most important aspect is about automation. It helps you to take a informed decision. It helps you manage your risks better, and it gives you a wow experience for various stakeholders. It gives the experience to your employees, it gives the experience to the function, and it gives experience to the business people. So it's a kind of, it gives the right experience. And at any point of time, say today, if we don't do digital transformation, one is we will be lagging behind, in terms of our, our overall, what should I say, first and foremost, the assurance to the management, assurance to the management, assurance to the stakeholders. If we are not doing a digital transformation, it is going to be extremely difficult in the days to come to manage the operations. Your decision making will become weaker and weaker, because you don't know the healthiness, you don't know the way the operation is being run. So it will lead to failure. It will impact your decision making. It will put a kind of your risk and compliance will take a severe beating.
A very recent study by McKinsey shows that 28% of global workforce which work in technology companies are actually below 30. Okay, so they are changing the rules of the game of how workplaces need to evolve. We are also going to disappoint our internal stakeholders, namely the employees, in not repurposing the workplace, which they would be looking at as they undertake a hybrid work journey?
I think I would put it as probably around 6 buckets of points. One is surely the improve the tenant experience, which is primarily one of the questions you have asked. And second is surely increase the operational efficiencies and then thereby optimize the cost. And most important one, we can learn from the old assets, how it's performing, and take that learning into creating new assets when we create new assets. And third, next is future-proof assets. And most important one is dovetailing our sustainability agenda along with the building operation. So these are the basic advantage we will get by embracing technology in the building management operations. Tenant experience piece, I would look at from a two perspective. One is surely tenant as an employee, and second, tenant as an enterprise. When you talk about tenant as an employee, their experiences when they come to the park. When the final objective of that process is to ensure that the employee who comes to the park, a particular park, stays with the park irrespective of the company he works for. That's the ultimate objective. So in that perspective, primarily the tenant who comes into the premises here got a lot of options to engage with the technology which is provided by the developer. Maybe starting with accessing the building, so visitor management system, or identifying the car park where car is available for him to park, or look at community building and events, hobby group and interest groups. All those kind of things will connect himself with the group which is working in the same premises. And again, most important element which I feel as far as the tenant experience is concerned is ability for the technology platform to integrate whatever he wants in a day. Like now, when he starts to the office, if he needs a car, I mean, you should have a platform in the tenant experience app to engage a taxi with, whether it is Ola, Uber, or any other taxi platform. He comes in, he knows how to set up a meeting. The system should tell us in advance saying that there is a meeting at 9:30, and then you plan for it. Then ordering the food at the cafeteria or at your desk, or even when you want to go for a travel, tell you in advance, saying that your flight is at 5 o'clock. It takes in Bangalore, for example, it takes 2 hours to reach airport. By 7 p.m. you need to leave by 5 p.m. It gives an indication to the user saying that you should leave at 5 p.m. So those are the things probably enhancing the customer experience in a large perspective.
How effectively you are automating your tools and technologies, which helps you to get the required information at the right time when it is required. And also it helps you for a facility management professional. I always call facility managers or risk managers. They are just not facility managers, but they are risk managers. So for managing your risk very closely and very effectively, you need to have the right database. You need to have the right data analytics in your hand to take an informed decision.
So our reliance and our whole trust on digital platform on a personal level have increased rapidly. So you cannot have a workplace which is now devoid of a non-digital environment. Correct? So we cannot frustrate, we cannot probably have our folks in the office seeing that everything continues to be manual, or we have to write an email for something which we could have done. So you are probably going to de-alienate and disengage people that on one hand there is rapid accelerated adoption of technology in our personal life, but the workplace continues to be the old archaic fashion.
The built environment accounts 40% of the global carbon emission, which is a huge number, which makes an automatic case for decarbonization when ESG is coming into play. And second element is largely depending on asset value creation, because if you follow ESG guidelines and you are an ESG compliant business, surely the asset value is going to go up by at least 15 to 20%. So that is which drives the real estate to embrace this ESG format.